Imagine this. You're in a high-stakes situation. The pressure is on, and everyone is watching. The clock is ticking down. The stakes are higher than ever, and every move you make can change the outcome forever. Now, picture this. While everyone else is panicking, you are cool, calculated, and laser-focused. You don't just succeed, you dominate. You have a mental edge that no one else can touch. What if I told you there's a hidden brain hack, a psychological trick that can make you 50% smarter and far more dangerous? The hack that taps into the untapped potential of your mind, giving you an unfair advantage in every aspect of life, whether in business, social interactions, or even in moments of crisis. This isn't just about intelligence. This is about how to become someone people can't ignore, someone who understands human behavior at a level so deep, so precise, that you'll be able to manipulate situations in your favor without even having to try. Are you ready to learn how to wield this dark psychological tool? Let's dive in. Before we get into the specifics of the brain hack, let's understand what dark psychology is. In simple terms, dark psychology is the study of the human mind and its potential for manipulation, persuasion, and influence. It's not about using force or intimidation. It's about understanding the subtle, often unconscious, triggers that shape people's thoughts, actions, and decisions. What makes dark psychology so powerful is that it operates beneath the surface, out of the realm of conscious awareness. It involves mastering techniques that influence the way people perceive reality, making them more likely to agree with your desires, and even make decisions they would otherwise never consider. By leveraging this knowledge, you can manipulate situations to your advantage, making you not just smarter, but also far more dangerous to anyone who crosses your path. Whether you're negotiating, leading, or persuading, the right use of dark psychology makes you unpredictable and formidable. The brain hack, cognitive recalibration. Now that we've set the stage, let's get into the heart of the matter, the brain hack itself. This technique involves something called cognitive recalibration. It's the process of resetting the way your brain processes and reacts to information. By engaging in specific mental exercises, you can reshape your thinking patterns to become sharper, faster, and more attuned to the realities around you. Step 1. Priming your mind. The first step to cognitive recalibration is priming your mind. The brain is incredibly powerful, but it's also highly susceptible to external influences. By priming your mind with certain thoughts or ideas, you can shift your mental state into a higher gear. Here's a simple technique to prime your mind. When you wake up in the morning, spend 5 minutes focusing on a single word or image that represents power or confidence. This could be a word like unstoppable, or a mental image of yourself succeeding in a high-stakes situation. This primes your brain to view the day through a lens of capability, giving you an immediate mental boost. Step 2. The power of focus. Next, we have the power of focus. Cognitive recalibration hinges on your ability to filter out distractions and focus on the task at hand. In a world filled with constant distractions, this is perhaps the most important mental skill you can develop. The more focused you are, the more you can retain and process information, leading to faster decision-making and a deeper understanding of your surroundings. One simple way to practice this is through mindfulness exercises. By training your brain to focus on the present moment, whether that's listening to someone talk, solving a problem, or engaging in a conversation, you strengthen your ability to tune out distractions and process information at lightning speed. Step 3. Pattern recognition. Humans are naturally wired to look for patterns. Cognitive recalibration makes use of this by teaching your brain to identify patterns quickly, allowing you to predict behavior and foresee outcomes with incredible accuracy. This skill is critical in social interactions and high-pressure situations, where understanding the underlying patterns in people's behavior can give you an enormous advantage. To improve pattern recognition, start by consciously observing the small details in your environment: body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, and subtle shifts in mood. The more you pay attention to these signals, the better you'll get at anticipating what's going to happen next, giving you a huge edge in negotiations, sales, and even everyday conversations. Dark psychology in action. Manipulation of perception. Now, let's talk about how to make yourself not just smarter, but also more dangerous. Using dark psychology, one of the most powerful ways to manipulate your environment and interactions is through the control of perception. When you master how others perceive you, you can easily sway them to your will. Technique 1. The halo effect. One of the most effective ways to manipulate perception is through the halo effect. This psychological phenomenon occurs when one positive trait about you, whether it's your appearance, your confidence, or your charisma, spills over and influences how others view all of your other traits. For example, if you enter a room with the air of confidence, people are more likely to view you as competent, intelligent, and capable, even if they have no direct evidence of this. By carefully curating your presence through body language, vocal tone, and the way you dress, you can influence how others perceive your intelligence and strength, regardless of whether you have any of these qualities at the moment. Technique 2. Mirroring and matching. Another effective dark psychology technique is mirroring and matching. This involves subtly copying someone's body language, speech patterns, or tone of voice. This creates a sense of familiarity and comfort in the other person, making them more likely to trust you and ultimately agree with you. However, the key to making this technique work is subtlety. If you mirror someone too obviously, they may feel uncomfortable or manipulated. But if you do it just right, they'll start to feel like they're in sync with you, which allows you to steer the conversation or situation in whatever direction you choose. Becoming dangerous. Leveraging the power of influence. Now that you have the mental tools to become smarter and sharper, it's time to take things to the next level. How can you become dangerous? The answer lies in your ability to influence and manipulate your environment without ever using force or aggression. The art of persuasion. Persuasion is the cornerstone of dark psychology. By understanding the subtle psychological triggers that influence people's decisions, you can persuade them to make decisions that benefit you. Some of the most powerful persuasion techniques include reciprocity, scarcity, and social proof. Reciprocity. People are hardwired to return favors. If you do something nice for someone, they'll feel compelled to do something nice for you in return. Use this to your advantage by offering small, thoughtful gestures that compel others to help you achieve your goals. Scarcity. People want what they can't have. By creating a sense of scarcity, whether through limited opportunities or the perception that something is in high demand, you can increase the value of what you offer and make people more likely to buy into your ideas. Social proof. Humans are pack animals, and we're deeply influenced by the actions of others. If you can surround yourself with a strong social network, or if you can create the illusion of popularity and influence, people will be more likely to follow your lead and support your initiatives. The brain hack that makes you 50% smarter and far more dangerous is all about cognitive recalibration and mastering the art of dark psychology. By priming your mind, improving your focus, enhancing your pattern recognition, and manipulating perceptions, you can not only outsmart others, but control the environment around you. But with great power comes great responsibility. The tools of dark psychology can be incredibly dangerous when used with malicious intent. Use them wisely, and you'll find yourself not just smarter, but more influential, more persuasive, and more capable of achieving your goals than ever before. Remember, the power lies not just in your intelligence, but in your understanding of others, and how well you can control how they perceive and respond to you. Now, with these techniques in your arsenal, you're ready to tap into the full potential of your mind and become the person others can't ignore. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on more tips and hacks that will take your mind and influence to the next level. Share your thoughts in the comments. What other dark psychology hacks have you used or want to learn about? Let's talk about it below. Until next time, stay sharp and keep mastering the art of influence.